Anybody can pass that level.
So
I'm
as
talking
far
about.
as you're concerned,
As far as I'm concerned right
and
now.
those that you know, there are other names coming up.
Then if you come out now, me, you just new to the fresh, you just freshman in the classroom. Until you're going down to the senior courses. So you'll be reaching the senior courses if we think about graduation. So a freshman cannot kind of graduate the same year in the same school. So that's not gonna work in politics. So I'm saying right now, I'm suggesting to you like if you talk about representation, understanding live in the district, because a clear sample set, meaning he born, still live. Representation resembling. It has how representative came in the constitution. It like to represent meaning stand for a constituent, stand for a number of people you represent. I represent the trucking masses, no matter where I'm coming from sale in the street. I represent teacher, no he be a chemistry, biology, physics teacher all his life from Haywood Mission to Bethesda, the schools in the district. I represent the quizzer. I mean, everybody knows he'll be in the veteran. I represent the structured mass of people. My mom and the market people. My mom and Jacob was selling through all the market, elevated Georgia market. I represent the post-structured masses. I represent everyone. Here I represent soccer players. Many he play up to tier second good football. I mean, I represent the masses. So I understand the central. So to get both education, both competency, and get good representation, that's a light of the person who come to take.
Why way were you keeping in touch?
Yeah, sure.
Because in politics, they say things change
No,
so
no,
quickly.
no. It was just 2.5 years. It was just 3 years law school. In the 3 years, when I just left, I saw the issue of the COVID, and everybody can remember the Jacobs $1 million project in the COVID because he got touch of the people. Everybody could remember the mobile clinic going on because a leader should be a teacher. So you can't say the person is my leader; he cannot teach you to find a way out. So a leader should be a teacher. A leader should come with wisdom and ideas. So you can build the country with those who are ideas. So the issue of him going to get more educators to come back because he continues to be the teacher to the mass of the people. If they say Jacob is going to represent Liberia in Kenya to speak to the national parliament in Kenya, my district is going to know that he got somebody who's going to represent them further to the continent of Africa. So you're not just electing person who's just going to the ballot box and take up one man and say that's a salary job. You're going for competency. Because why people complain on leadership deficit? Because people with power and carry two things, competence and passion. That two things have to carry the national global leadership. I can want to do it, but I don't know the how. So a man wanted to design policy to take the people for economic empowerment. China wanted to take up people from poverty in 1980. But the how? But who gonna design these things for us?
So let's look at. I mean, for me, I think you're more academic with your message, and you have to look at the psyche of the electorates. Do they resonate with you?
No. Like I said, I'm not up there or by fairness, I'm up there by IQ. And the parliament, the reason why I want to draw the analysis, the parliament is the hub of ideas. They get that very clear. And the mass of the people should
I agree
understand.
with you.
Yeah, the hub, I know what you're trying to say. Like, people of our country cannot look at competent people and give them the job they belong to. That's why Brother World may be dragging that.
No,
Like,
I'm not saying that.
No.
I'm saying your message may be way above the understanding of the people.
no, but I mean, everybody know he came down from the tracking mass of the people. Getting ideas, getting ideas, is just to tell you that this man going for the change. He competent for the change.
Okay.
And he willing to make a change.
So yeah, go ahead.
So the few
Briefly.
things, like now, my educate my platform for going depth into it.
Yeah.
I talk about empowerment, right? And I
Yeah.
can tell you how. Now education. Now, if I say I'm taking education, I will be announcing with a YMCA. Everybody know YMCA High School to be a funding school in district. It'll be 7 schools this year. That schools will be announcing December not to take money for any student. So also economic empowerment. I don't just want to build my own school because that will be my retirement benefit. Because any representative building a school not turning it over to the district, that's their retirement benefit. After they lost power, or they lose power, they're going back and sit down and run their own school, their own clinic. They're going to get about their retirement benefit. All will happen every year. I'm not going to do that. So I told YMCA, I went to Webel, I go into all these schools in the district and say, don't take money from any student. I will pay all your teacher flat down. And I will take your budget.
Is that a function of a lawmaker?
No, that two things.
You're being humanitarian here.
That's the point. Because a leader should be a giver also. So giving back is not just what you want to do.
Why not enact laws?
I already
to
told you I got
subsidy?
more laws for subsidies. You want me to talk about the policy I have? I can draft a major 9 policy I have right now to change the life of the people.
Let's go ahead with that.
Good. The first thing I say I'm focusing on policy is the economic empowerment. I have asked myself 4 fundamental questions. My first question I asked myself was, Liberia since 1980, and we thank God we're celebrating Tubman's birthday today. And we're looking at his policy, and I also watch the policy, his mistakes, Ellen Johnson, George Weah, to anybody mistake. My point is, what formula are we using to take our people out of poverty? Who are the economic policy experts who were trained to develop real developmental economics to take the mass of the people out of poverty? One, look at this fundamental question. If one, we want to empower people economically like China, we have to get in productivity. What do I mean? I told someone I was reading the whole Commerce Ministry list. If Labrador have 128,000 for the importation of toothpick,
Can we stick to District 6?
yeah, but my empowerment gonna go for District 6. So if the economic empowerment I'm talking about District 6, and that'll be reflection to the country. So if now the people of District, anybody elected not gonna get a job, how can you create a job for your people? If Labrador can spend 128,000 on importation of toothpick, that we can use to pick our teeth every day, and we have stick all around Rock Hill, Kingway, Nambiston, and I asked for the toothpick machine in China, not more than 28,000. Why Liberia cannot have our own production of toothpick? So can we do that to empower our people? We know the issue is lawmaking oversight, but I mean, what are some of the oversight do I have for my people? As I said, one is economic empowerment. Two, my oversight should be looking at education. I bring it down now to District 6. If your issue is education, I got a school, I got this. What happened to the people at Kingway Public School? What happened to Waybill? That's oversight I have it. What happened to my oversight of the clinic that going on in Rockhill, in ELA Hospital? Why are the oversight not providing for them? Am I trying to come here and just reach myself? The issue should be no. So one of the issues I've had is oversight on education, healthcare, public sector, and economic empowerment. So in education, I'm saying, I want to see how best children are actually in different schools, in different sectors of the district. Economic, how can I create a mini job that young people can be reflected and provide for themselves? So these are issues I'm going to look in fundamentally and make sure that people are empowered. And how can I also revisit, we talk about lawmaking. The law I'm going to make, not going to just affect only just District 6.
I know.
It's going to affect the country holistically. Can I go back and revisit? I know people, lawyers have revisited the construction of Firestone, but they are lawyers or they are administrators. They look at policy. I study law and I study policy, right? Can I ask Firestone, your agreement is perfect. Can you take 80% of the rubber and give me 20%? Let me call China company in China for my country to produce the first rubber DJ in the country, and then you can still import, you can still export 80%, and 20% still here, and then we'll provide job. The issue is how are we empowering people economically? That's the fundamental of the policy aspect. How can you take your people from poverty? Only people work with government. Work with ELBC, work with finance ministry, or people get a labor market, children ride motorbike, people ride a little taxi, or man say in the market, you rather work with Firestone or you rather work with BHP. From this way, no people just phone and sell it. No other way also coming for employment. So when the problem happen to white American countries, they call all their scholars, sit on the table. People are struggling. What can we design to take this country out of poverty? What can we design to set the economy? What can we design to understand the formula we're using? All right, so we're using 2.1 million plus. Maybe we want to play 1.2 million to print new money from tier money. Scholar, how do you see they printing new money? Can 2 million change all of people's lives?
So what is it that District 6 as it stands lacking that you want to change?
Okay, first thing, this is with leadership deficit. Meaning, we say leadership deficit. We don't have a person who taking good leadership. What do I mean? Districts need representations who will look at their schools, not to look at their self-schools. As I said, Kingway School is building down. Nobody taking the oversight of that. Waybill Foundation School, I went Rock Hill, I cried my eyes. Nobody knew how the children of Rock Hill go into school. The children of Rock Hill cannot move from Rock Hill and go all the way to Tingle Village to go to school. The people at GSA, when you go to Pastor Otis Square just for visiting that school is broken down. I want the VOA to question again. So the question is, districts is lacking of real fundamental leadership, not self-leadership. So the first thing is leadership deficit. I want to know how the education sector is going for all of my schools in my district.
So education is your motivation?
It's the first motivation to me. I said one is economic empowerment, two is education, so three is healthcare. I want to know on the issue of healthcare. That is why I started the mobile clinic. That's why I started the mobile clinic.
Do you have a mobile clinic?
Yeah, I started the mobile clinic project. That was a pilot project.
How is it going?
We started it. We were going for school. Had a project.
Is it viable?
Yeah, we had it going to. We were going to places like you know, when you're supporting yourself, you don't empower. We have it. It was going around. We went to Rahil, went to ELV, went to GSA Road. They had a summer BJ mobile clinic. Went to Tingle Village, treated people free of charge. So providing free drugs, free medical doctors, and free nurses who also provide. But we started facing problem with the issue of the vehicle maintenance. So I just will be getting a contingent on Saturday to see how best I can get some vehicle to start the mobile clinic.
Do you have students on scholarship for you?
I got a lot. I got a higher number.
In terms, because you cannot be focusing on education and don't
I had higher numbers of students. And I said to you, YMCA will be opening up a free school. Meaning some school are already a good private school and open those schools to be a free school. Students need to walk and go to school. The teacher will get international support on payroll every day. Every month, and they're going to get an
So
international
it's just
payroll.
happening on the brink of election time.
No,
All
no,
these
no.
they are political.
No, since 2015, when I was passing with motorbike, how can I be riding bigger car now, without buying myself now? And then I can pay people to school when I'm riding back. Children are going to Leho free of charge. Everybody knows the Summer Jigger Scholarship was 7 years from Leho. Me, I used to go online every day, write donors funded, 2 o'clock, no sleeping. That's the strength of a leader. That's why we talk about competence. At that time, 7 years ago, 8 years ago, everybody was on Summer Jigger Scholarship. The trade school at Babaway, being me, tuition free. At Help Liberia School, that was tuition free. Pre-nursing school, hairdressing school, tailoring school. I was the first person representing the Kennedy. That open leadership school, than any other person in this country. But the issue was because everybody knew he came from the very struggle. He had too many ideas in his head and too many fire in your belly for change.
How are you resonating with the people?
Oh,
And what is your demography of people that you resonate with?
one,
The young people?
the young people. Two, now getting more people who in the elder council, who know that they need better for their homes, who see their health to be issues, and there's somebody who to be to them. Who also resonating with young female who want to see the same technical. Then yesterday we had a meeting with BDOTC, right? So we're trying to get girls who even in ghetto, so they can go to BDOTC on a trade training program. So when I get to the ghetto, it resonates with them because he came to pick to empower them. Not just to say, oh, your whole $200 to sing for me, but also how can I empower them? Yesterday, BDOTC was signing the form. How far from a young female is a project coming up to go to BDOTC for vocational training. There will be people who in Kingway Ghetto, who on VOA Ghetto. I also sent for a person who did psychology, who will be talking to them and then training them. So the message resonating to the people there who have to go back for self-empowerment. That's what we're going to drive at. And people who sell it, all the people in the market know Jacob was well cleaning the gallon, selling it. I understand the problem going on. I understand they're talking about what they need for the lawmaker to provide for them. They're speaking their same dialect, the same traditional dialect to me. So right there, I know what the people are going to
Do you stand a chance?
If 2017,
You contested 2017.
I contested
But
2017.
you were massively.
no, I will not use the word massively because if they have, if they
What,
have,
what was your
I
level?
come in now. If they have almost 23 candidates, and there were no polling room, you came below fifth in no polling room, and no warrior campaign T-shirt.
On the
no-
overall, what was your status?
on the overall, I'm on the top.
Did you come?
I was on the top 4. But let me make it clear, right?
So you came fourth.
No, from all top election results, because King Gray, I came ranking 5. But on all other results, he came between 3rd, 2nd, and 4th. But when the 2 lab polling center, he came 5th, which is a very low number. So NEC had 9.
I mean, I'm talking about the official result
yeah,
from
yeah,
there.
yeah, 5th for night.
Fifth,
Yeah, for
fifth.
night.
So you didn't do well.
No. I will not say that. The reason is clear. You got 23. And you had to understand what happened. And as the one I'm submitting to you, like if you look at polling centers, because there were polling centers that may drop him and polling centers that elevated him. Like I told you example at the GSO, you had David Webb polling room, you got top 4 rooms and beat all candidates in the room. Meaning he came second in that.
Where is your stronghold?
But I give you the analysis now. So David Guerre, he beat all candidates in that room and came second in the entire building. He moved to Mount Campbell. He came in 2 rooms and came second in the room. Then he go to Rahil Weber Foundation. He came at Money Top and top 1 room and in another room, he came second. When he came down the ear, he started going 3rd, 4th, 5th, then he maintained. So one I'm submitting to you, but at that time, we have to look at element. Why he came second to this place? Why he came second to this place? Why he came 3rd to this place? There will be a fundamental mistakes. And if they mistake cover, if you are second on GSA row, you can come first.
And at that time, you are not economically empowered as compared to now.
That's be one thing. And the second thing would be like, we contested with no structure. There was no campaign manager. There was no T-shirt.
Okay.
There was no flyer.
Why did
There
you?
were no
Why
motorbike.
did you force it when you were not prepared?
No, prepare material wise, but not prepare intellectual wise. Not prepare for change wise. Because I'm a young man at that time who had too many ideas for change. And who had real fire in my belly. At that time, I rarely ate the 2 laws in the joint chamber. I wanted to put some resolution. I wanted to come up with some plans. I wanted to debate some good bills. So that was my plan at that time in 2017.
You were picking chance.
I won't use the word chance.
No, but you're not prepared.
No, I mean, you're right, though. People may say you're not prepared for national. Now you get Nas motorbike. Now you bought team motorbike. Now you got 2 pickers coming in. Now you had a whole campaign team going on. So my point is, if you couldn't just tap a particular center between 2nd tier in any building, and now over 1,000+ people couldn't go to the ballot box, and let me tell you what happened in the game. All of these 23 candidates, when NEC had 9 is top 5, We know Thor, who contested also. Let's look at him. Let's look at from last election. If you were contesting, so right now, all the election commission tells me to take the top seven.
Are you trying to say that Thor wouldn't contest again?
No, I know you already said he's not contesting, but he can come by. No
are
problem.
you reaching out to, to them?
No, I reach out to all of them, and I also get
to
some
support you.
Yeah, I've getting.
Who is your most feared contender?
No, if 2017 I wasn't I had fear for nobody in 2017, and I saw my campaign.
Aren't you afraid of the incumbent?
No, this is a battle. If you thought what fear, I'll break it down to two. Maybe I'll say a fear of what? Fear because he's in power, or fear because he's already managing the district resources. That could be the fear you talk about. Because we're using our own finance to make a change, while he's already sitting on the district resources.
But that's the advantage of the incumbent.
That's a change. So that I agree with what you say. So I'm saying it's not political fear. It's not financial fear.
I was asking for your stronghold.
Along I came second in GSA Road and came Rock Hill.
So GSA Road, Rock Hill.
Yeah, because if 2017 you could come in second and third, technically, I mean that could be a strong center for you. You understand what I'm saying? LBS you can tell that could be a strong center for you because if you look at who came first, who came second, and maybe at that time was 17, as you said, preparation, financial support. Because you may have strategies, but you also need to support this strategy financially. So that could be a weakness to him. So
have you been able to visit all of the communities and zones in district?
Yeah, I'm doing it now. And as I said to some people, some Somali, the message I was getting in 2017 is not the message now in 2023. The message just changed.
What has changed?
Yeah, because like as I said this morning, like I told you, like I couldn't see, like when I went to Tinga Village, I meet people, 341 person. I know how many like that in 2017, but I came fourth in
So
Tinga
it's
Village.
true that politicians love people.
But you struggle for the mass of the people for you.
You love to see people around you.
But your life is human. How can you want to change the life of the mass of the people? You don't want to see them. So that's a blessing for me.
Why are they coming for?
No, my question is, when people, remember the thing happened when Jesus Christ entered Nazareth? The people walked towards to go and brought panther to him.
No, they were coming for blessing.
They were coming for blessing.
So what do you have to offer them? Is it are they coming for money?
Everybody knows they're not receiving money. They come, I can listen to them. And no, I'm a revolutionary. I listen to them, I listen to the plots. And I'm seeing willingness. I'm a lawyer. I'm a law graduate. I'm going to take a level. When people speak to me sincerely as a judge, I know what resonates with them. I predict how they come up with analysis. And I'm saying, coming from the liquid ideas, I'm seeing resolution with their hearts. So I'm seeing where they stand. All the people lost election before. Now, they came out and rest already next election. So I'm submitting that if I can second tier in the centers, and what we're doing right now, we can resonate to first. Every representative looking for the minimum 10,000 votes. Right here, GSA, LBS, think of it, KJ got 10,000 votes, think of it, election's over. Election's over. So we also have a metrics.
That would be a miracle from fifth to first.
No, but all depends now. If the person that came second, not contesting, the person that came fifth, not contesting,
that is
the person that came fourth.
That is if you...
Yeah, cost that him and cost that I went net to net, everything with 12% different of voting, right? From fourth and fifth. And good, he's not contested, right? So if he has said Jacobs, I will let most of my young comrades to support.
Are you contesting on a political party or independent?
No, right now I consider myself to be an independent candidate. I don't speak.
Okay.
But do you
would that play in your favor?
Yeah, technically my district, I've never proven a candidate from a political party before.
Okay.
So that could be analysis. That could be a political strategy analysis.
Okay.
So I still stay in the middle. Like I said, somebody who came forth said, Jacob, I'm not contesting. I've already declared my young people to support you. So meaning there's no hope, you elevate him. Okay. And somebody who can tell, if he said Tor or CDC candidate came second, and he said, Jacob, I'm not contesting. And then I got some of the people already on Jacob campaign team that elevate Jacob. Yeah. So if you look at even the top 3 candidates that contested, 4 candidates that contested District 6, you only have Samuel Jacobs Tor now. Not Tor, Samuel Jacobs Inner now and Kula. So how the
what about Goto?
That's the issue I'm saying. For a new candidate to resonate, brother, you need a huge...
So he statusless.
The player we were 2017, there he are right now. So he's fighting to reach our level. So right now we know in...
But he's on the ground and he's doing a lot of work.
My history have been proven since 7 years. One thing I know in our tradition, the life history cannot be erased by somebody while a newcomer. Sometimes people, but you know the good thing, I can tell people for free. The reason why Ellen had to force, Ellen had to go through struggle, because the people of Africa less to test people to see what they actually ready for what you want. The reason why George, we had the lost election to come back, the people had to test we are to know what they prepared for something. So breathing in 2017, there was a test for Jacobs.
2017 was a test for Jacobs.
Yeah.
It was a test.
Yeah, there was a test for Jacobs. In 2023, there'll be a massive. It's just this election. You have Weir, you had Boyka, you had Cummins, you had President Weah. No new candidate can beat them. I don't care how you run their campaign. I don't care how you waste the money on the street like a gold mine. That's just clear political strategy. Unless those don't want to see it. Because African let us see the truth, they know the truth and deny the truth. Unless you don't want to know, like, these are the people who are going to run the political sector of our country.
Okay.
In 2023, the Weah, President Weah, and Boyga, a comment. If you just come in new there, you cannot just beat all the three people. So if you feel that's a miracle, go
So
and
you
live.
so you already have a base.
I already have a base. You're trying to have a base. You see what I'm saying? And I have been tested for over 10 to 15 years. Nobody know you. People only knew you to be walking behind people around 2017 election. You were campaigning for people putting banner. And at that time, we were revolutionary hero for change. They saw it, they tested him. They know what he going through. They understand his ascendancy. You think they could forsake President Weah, Burka, and coming for anybody who coming? You can't do that. You just passing like a girl who going to party around the city. So you
Okay.
can't forget Samuel Jacob in 2023. Jacob
Okay.
will be a formidable force.
Okay, well, if you just joined us, you're listening to the Super Morning Show. My guest this morning is Samuel B. Jacobs. He's representative aspirant, District 6, Montserrado County. My name is Vafli Kamara. Very shortly, we'll be taking up some calls, especially from citizens of District 6. Samuel, what do you have to say to people who think that you are young, you know?
No,
Uh,
but
to-
then I'll go back to history. It's like we don't read in history because when you end the age of 30, that's where revolutionary ideas start. The more you go older to 50s, 60s, the more your brain declines in biology. So when Jesus Christ wanted to break a loud message was in the age of 30. When Samuel Cato wanted to build SKD policy country in the age of 30. When Thomas Sankara built the people project on Burkina Faso in the age of 30.
So it really doesn't matter.
When Gaddafi was changing the economics of Libya, he just entered his 30. So history has proven that when in your 30, that's an age to make historical revolution. There is no old revolutionary that can make change. That's why when Mugabe was in his 30, he was at his prime. When Robert Mugabe entered his 60s, he started declining. That's the issue of leadership. So the war has accepted that to make a change. The same thing with Muhammad. I can go all around and all around. So Jacob is in that age. So
Do you have sales in all of the communities in the district?
yeah, sure. We already started now. We started. As I said, people who were not even, just see people who were forceful people who understand the district, who were not supporting Jacob's own. Let's just take a community on ERV, on Tinker Valley. They are strong members of the campaign team right now. As I said, structure was our problem. At that time, young men just going on radio and talking ideas, people voting him to power. Then now, I'm not even carrying the message. I got more than just from structure alone, recent structure. We are entered into 500. And we never even had the first 10 people on structure. But we're still coming second tier in polling rooms. In 4th, 5th, 6th in polling rooms. And now we're getting structure, we're getting team, we're getting support. Commerce. The Freedom Fund will survive in 2023.
So when you lost the election in 2023,
In 2017.
no, I mean when you lose in 2023, will you be willing to work in the government in any capacity?
No, but I pretended it in 2017. I said we're going to 2017 elections. If Jacob wins this election, I'll be one of the best candidates ever you ever post off because I understand the truth of masses. But if you give my sister Scarvy this election, if she haven't lost this election, she will go back to music, she will not come back. If you give my friend Costa haven't lost his election, he'll go back to the talk show, he will not come back. When Big Brother told lost the election, got a job, a possible he will not come back. If Big Brother Uriah haven't lost his election, during age, in his time, he will not come back. Jacob always come back as a revolutionary hero for redemption. Because I got too many ideas I want to make a change. So coming back into politics, if you talk about 2023, you always see the comments around for change. Because there's something. Why should I live in America, go to law school, and sit there and still come back for change?
Okay.
That's something I want to make a change. So I will still come back. People will leave, but I will not leave the scene of politics.
So call us on 080514096, 080514096 or 07705 1886, 07705 080514096. Let's hear this caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's the name?
This is Vamoya B. Soni, and I'm joining you from the Shishik this morning.
Let's hear you.
Let me commend the friend and brother in studio, Brother Jacob, for your good work. We got a message during the crisis, what you did for our people in the Shishik, and we are standing by you. and we're going to carry you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's hear this person. Good morning. Morning.
Good morning.
Morning. What's your name?
I'm Toga Melvin Seaforth, the National Youth Chairman of the Executive Party.
Let's hear you.
Okay, let me say good morning to Samuel. Samuel is my good friend and brother. And let me say thank you to the SOZ, and I'm encouraging to do more. And we already initiated a conversation with him. He's a very young, promising young man. We'll continue whatever conversation for the youth program of the Executive Party and see our best we can work together. Samuel, thank you. Keep it up. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you very much. Let's hear from Emmanuel Tosia.
Morning, Babli Kamal. How are you, Chief?
I'm fine. Go ahead.
Morning, Samuel Chico. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Yes, sir.
Chief Babli, and whenever, especially when it comes to such a critical aspect, there are few things you should address to the public. One, we look at the schemes and the involvement about a particular specific place you want to protect. And you asking one of the critical questions, what do you know the people need? And when the Honorable Enos took office 2018, when he won with an unprecedented vote, 18,000 plus, there are few things the people needed at the time, and that has been solved. And over 90% has been solved. That was security, education, health, infrastructure, and then empowerment and unity. And he spoke about leadership deficit. That is quite unfortunate. He is an excellent leadership. He has demonstrated that into action and very well worked. So when we talk about representation and lawmaking, this is the lawmaker that has submitted
Okay.
bill.
Okay. So for you, Tosia, there is nothing there for Samuel Jacobs to solve, right?
And right now, as I speak to you, we have over 90% and 97 are Zorowit that have endorsed on another in.
Okay. Thank you.
There is no space.
Okay. No space. Thank you very much. Let's hear you.
Hello?
Good morning.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm fine.
And good morning to the revolutionary. Welcome back home. Commissioner BG, God, this is Jogon Thomas Blom. Thank God you're back. I want to say thank you to all man for the explanation this morning. Thank God you're back in town. We are here and the work along with you. So hope to meet you soon. We stay in the trenches. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's hear from this person. Good morning.
Morning. Thank you very much, family. Good morning to Honorable Samuel B. Jacob. My name is Alfred Crusoe, commonly Akboko. Honorable Samuel B. Jacob, Barry Enna is no match to you. Don't worry. We will campaign vigorously that was in the district to get Barry Enna his brothers know. Thank you, and thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's hear from this person. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. What's your name?
Kalinga Robert.
Let's hear you.
Yeah. And brother in studio there, I just want to applaud him for his hard work done. Because when it comes to the body policy of Liberia, people look at the person inside, or look at the mind this time around. And now about where you ride, where you eat. When you look at young men of our age giving by the society, it's a place that we can talk about somebody like that. It's a great pleasure and opportunity to have to be asking on the land. Congratulations to the main studio. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's take one more call. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. This is Mato A. Moba from Rocky Community.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to appreciate our candidate that is in studio this morning, Honorable Samuel B. Jacob. Honorable Samuel B. Jacob, we know you to be someone very hardworking. We know you to be someone that is acceptable within our district. Look, brother and our friend, we will stand behind you and make sure that we stand over this district from the hands of Honorable Samuel Enoch to you, 2023.
Okay.
Make sure our people elect you as their representative of district number 6.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, so you listen to the calls. Are you encouraged? And because when you came, you said, you know, the kind of people that chook at your residence is a sign of victory for you. And now the calls, are you getting more encouraged?
But comrades, we just said the thing. You listen to the last call of Mr. Mato. Mr. Mato is a very good, smart young man. He was the special assistant to Mr. Kula.
Okay.
Mr. Mato is telling you I'm endorsing Jacob Clare on the public radio. That was a man who actually hold Rock Hill elections with his hands and allowed Kula to have a good numbers of votes. That young man said to you today, my life, my family, I see Jacob to be the president who I know understand the issue and can redeem the people. How do you talk about the numbers of how votes going to chew in? So see the transformations. You look in the Koma, you listen to Agogo. All the young people were not people.
But man, Emmanuel Tosa disagrees.
I come in, but the question, you have to look at the issue. He said no, the leaders deficit. And I know how to went to the leadership school, so I don't want to grab that. Your representative employs 7 persons in the office under 7-9. The whole office task will resign. If you tell me say everybody in person we are government just resign and leave the job, start going by the different basis. But doesn't have a leadership problem. And I know the school you went to, not just one person, but everybody. So I don't know if everybody leaves Somali, then that's a problem. If you say no problem, then go he on salary with so you have to protect your job. So I don't know how to dive in that kind of
nothing
people.
there to fix.
So you tell me nothing to fix for the people of Rock Hill, where there is no safe drinking water. They have to come down to my Jacob well downstairs, they walk up upstairs. There is nothing to fix. GSA road people, the schools, nobody going to evaluate. I told you that treatment district like a country. Go bend from GSA road like going what policy do we have in place? What support? Everything that African dream. If you want to run dream, go your run dream. I will support you. I will go to America. The policy I'm designing for YMCA school, the support. Why can't I make this support to me? It's painful though. Why I can make this support to my school? If I can pay for 5-7 schools, I'm a leader, bro. I have to give to the people, not to create my retirement benefit. How can you look at District 6? Even LBS committee beyond accident up the hill to the rock hole. The people have not laid eye on the lawmaker. You said nothing to fix. So you say everything in for the people to come on radio and tell you say everything in District 6 is fixed, but everybody can resign from the office. My man, would you stop that joke in this country, man? How can you look at the whole district where people struggling, man? You say nothing to fix, nothing to build, nothing to contribute.
But the challenge is
they
yours.
live in a comfort center.
The challenge is yours.
So they also in the bus saying nothing to fix. That is why they're in the bus, they're not traveling nowhere. That is why they're not receiving no community. That is why they're going anywhere. They understand nothing happening. Because they say nothing to fix.
So finally,
say you have nothing to fix.
Finally,
go and take a seat.
Finally, Jacob.
Jacob is here to fix why you spoil. I am saying there's a huge leadership deficit. I told you from first particular example. If everybody can resign the office of a candidate, you got a serious fundamental problem. If plenty of young people have called and complained and community leaders, that is a leadership problem. You see, America said people should be in power for 2 years as a representative. Because they say all the European countries say in 2 years, all your ideas are going to fruition. New ideas will come with new design for the people. But if you're cool, you can continue the next 4 years. Liberia said that to 6. 6 years? What bills can we boast of? You put them in for lawmaking. What bills can you? I come back to the district now.
Yeah,
what bill have you
we
made?
don't have time.
It's 0.
Yeah.
Where's the oversight? 0. How many grades you want to give?
So
them?
speak to your people.
So I am saying the people of District 6, your son Samuel B. Jagger is here. My people of VOA, think of very VOA where I live and thought, are coming to visit you.
Okay.
GSA Rahio, all King Green numbers stand to all my people. I'm here to provide a clear leadership aspect. Support Friends of Jacob's process. 2023, there will be a generational new District 6.
Thank you.
Where people will feel at home. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you very much. Well, he's Samuel B. Jacobs, representative aspirant, District 6, Montserrado County. My name is Vafle Kamara. This is how we end this presentation of the Super Morning Show. You can join the team tomorrow for